You don't ever want to put your fans in a position where they're questioning what you're doing. And right now, they have to be in the stand saying, why would we even do that? We're already behind you. You don't need us anymore. And this one, boy, an unsuccessful attempt, that could really change the momentum of this game in a hurry.
Throwing first play is Herbert. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Herbert. Touchdown! Noah Fant, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Braxton Berrios selected to bring it out. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
On first down, Rodgers. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with a grab. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And going deep for Hill. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it. So a nice play defensively by the rookie, coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. Throwing the out route, and he connects with Fant. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. From the 39, Herbert. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. They snap it to Herbert. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And he's got it inside the 10. So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
Hunt will try going up the middle. And he gets it a little bit closer and takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play, because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cameron Jordan so tough to block as he gets in there to record the sack.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. They go for it on 4th and goal, but that lines up incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. Finding room at midfield. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. DeMarcus Lawrence. Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. Rodgers now to throw. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 27-yard line. Rodgers now on 1st down. Open man, this is Lewis. And they've got it inside the 10 and the 8. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Touchdown, Chargers. Cordero Patterson from 8 yards out. And the Chargers are an extra point away from evening this one up. They'll try and run it up the middle. And he'll get it in. And they take an 8-7 lead. They got down 7-0. They send it up for 2, then up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths. And this will be caught at the 30. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money. On 1st down, it's Herbert. He's got his big tight end, Fant, and he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Herbert. Looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Chargers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
The Charger drive about to get going. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. He's got a man, complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is caught. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 48 yards. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. Well, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try the Seahawks looks like they've recovered. They have. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 33. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one, and they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there. They're going to try and run. And he is not going to get in there. He stopped short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. And the Seahawks looks like they've recovered. They have. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to throw here, Herbert. This is the tight end Fant. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And picked up by the Chargers. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. And so the last 3 drives, you've got 2 interceptions and a fumble. I think we know why they're losing right now.
Without question, and we've seen the evidence, just what you talked about there. If they take care of the football, number one, maybe they're not having this deficit. And number 2, maybe they actually have the lead.
And going deep for Hill. And got his man complete. A big play there for L.A. 62 yards. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And this is caught. He's got a touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Chargers are able to add on to their first half lead. Brandon Staley telling his troops to stay out there and go for 2. Rodgers will throw for it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Bobby McCain. The 20, 10, and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. I mean, at this point, CD, what is not going their way in this first half? After that pick 6, they now have a 4-possession lead here.
And that allows them to say to themselves, how about we get everybody involved, okay? Because this one is a runaway, and the second one is going to be even more of a runaway. Everybody gets a chance to play and get a little bit away. The more guys able to watch the higher rules from this one, the better.
And the Seahawks looks like they've recovered. They have. The risk reward of the onside onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Herbert on first down now. And that one complete once again to Higgins. Touchdown, Seahawks. T. Higgins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down now to 22. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. This fielded right at the goal line. A final shot before half for Rodgers. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they?
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Cordero Patterson with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. On first down, Justin Herbert. That ball caught by Campbell. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. On 1st and 10, Herbert. And it's caught. Touchdown. Noah Fant, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. So he's hit pay dirt twice, but still they're facing that deficit here in the second half.
So they're going to see if they can continue to find ways to get him the football, because obviously something is working for him to find the end zone twice. In any event, however this turns out, he's going to be hard to deal with in the film room, isn't he? He's going to want to know why he's not getting more passes thrown to him.
Those big tight ends are getting greedy. Taken at the goal line. The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
In motion, Hill. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. And going deep for Hill. And it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Here's Higgins out on the right side. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. To throw again on second down. Herbert. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Herbert back to the air. He's got his tight end Fant. And the Seahawks are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Going right back to Fant. Touchdown, Seahawks. Noah Fant from 8 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead's down to 2 scores now at 16. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a first and 10. Rolling to his... And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Herbert. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. Paris Campbell, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. They go for just 1 here as it's up and good. And that trims the lead down to 9.
Seahawks 35. Chase McLaughlin sets to
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out.
at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Rodgers now on first down. Again, that's Watkins. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Rodgers to throw. Open man is Hill. He's got it. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 6.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete.
You and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week. An unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all. I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. 3rd quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. On play action, Rodgers. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Hunt is in. Touchdown, Seattle.
Did my eyes deceive me? Or was that an I formation play that was just run there for a touchdown?
Little old school eye.
How about that? Was that a fullback, tailback, running it into the end zone?
Well, that's what that fullback's for, right? That's why you use that. Let him pave the way.
Oh, without a doubt. He's an extra blocker, and he did his job well on that play.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for and taken. The Charger drive about to get going. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Seahawks are right back in this football game. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
And And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. Incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. To the air again, Herbert. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Throwing again on second down. Herbert throwing the out route, and he connects with Fant. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. On first down, it's Herbert. This is the tight end, Fant. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. From the 22, Herbert. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. And the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He's got Fant. He just keeps on connecting with him. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. So it's first and goal. Need to be a little wary of leaving Aaron Rodgers too much time, but you got to score here first. Now it's Herbert. Throw right side, pulled in by Higgins. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it'll bring up a second and goal. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And they're knocking on the door. Second and goal now in a one-score game. Herbert. Touchdown, Seahawks. Paris Campbell with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks have taken a fourth-quarter lead. All right, now the Seahawks face a big two-point conversion attempt. Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they up their lead to 3. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
This offense returning out there, and really you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays. Make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit.
He's got a man, complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A big play there for L.A. 45 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just out. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow, wow.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the fourth quarter.
And partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this one away.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive.
He's got a man, complete. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Herbert to throw.
And the catch made by Hopkins.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop him with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
Herbert.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like that earlier, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
The way he's throwing it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Throwing, Herbert.
Got an open man, that's Campbell. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They only needed 1 yard on third down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal.
Now Herbert. And that's intercepted yet again. And that could be the backbreaker. Troy Hill picks it, and the Chargers have just about sewn up this football game. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well, cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field, but sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given, and it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
The Charger drive about to get going. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.